Today's episode is day 4 of a 5-part series to help you launch your firm into 2024. Each day this week, we're dropping a new episode to guide you in setting your firm up for next year in 1 hour per day. If you haven't listened to the first few episodes, go back and listen to them first, then come back here. Today's hour will be spent on systems. Let's go.
Run your law firm the right way. This is the Maximum Lawyer Podcast. Your hosts, Jim Hacking and Tyson Mutrux. Let's partner up and maximize your firm. Welcome to the show.
All right, Jimmy, let's move on to our next topic, number 4, which is systems. And I think systems is one that you and I are both heavily in the middle of right now, and one that you and I are, working on this. We'll both be ready to be done with this pretty soon. But where are you going to start when it comes to systems?
So when my kids were little, I loved taking them to the St. Louis Zoo. The zoo in St. Louis is one of the best. And we always like to go see the hippopotamus. They have a nice place called the River's Edge, and the hippopotamus has all these little fish or some things that just like eat all the barnacles and all the stuff that sort of grows on the side of the rhinoceros over the course of the year. And that's what you need to do with all of your technology. You need to pull out your credit card statement, your bank statement, and figuring out who are all these bastards I'm sending money to every month, and ask yourself, do I have software on here that I'm not using anymore? Do I have duplicate software? As an aside, I'm pretty sure, Tyson, right now that we have 2 different people taking care of our lawn. And they just call me up and they say, hey, it's time to take care of your lawn. Oh, okay, go ahead. I'm pretty sure that there's 2 different sets of people doing that. But that happens with firm software. And my wife this year had the accounting team go through and actually do an inventory of all of our software, and most importantly, keep track when renewals are. So sometimes doing this in December isn't the best time because you're in these contracts, and Amani has these stringent rules that the whole firm knows about now. No contracts more than a year. Everyone needs to know 90, 60, and 30 days before it expires. Are we still using it? Do we still need the same number of users? And you'll find this not just with software, but you'll have these charges and you'll just be like, what in the hell is that for? Like, I got one the other day for something called Instapage. I don't think we've used Instapage in a while. So it's just, you gotta do that time, and that hour of quiet. If you can't delegate it, it's a great time for you as the law firm owner to go through and do that inventory and assessment of your monthly expenses.
So you said both of the things that I was going to say, but I can give another one too. So those are both fantastic. So I'm not going to add anything to that. Those are excellent. But I will add something different, and that's, Jim, have you ever had something that wasn't working when it comes to a system, but you didn't know about it for months?
Oh, yes. Yeah, broken taps and things like that. Yeah.
Exactly. So what you need to do is come up with a process for systems checks. So during that hour, so we're talking about, it's Friday, it's day 4, and you've done what Jim just said, but now spend some time on what is your process for checking systems? What is your system for checking systems? Okay. Because you need to be able to go through and identify if things are not working, if they're not firing off. We did not realize that our birthday text messages were not going out, and we fixed it, but it was not working for months, which is very aggravating for me, but it is something that we fixed. And so clients are getting this, but if we had had a system in place for checking these things, we would have known. We didn't get a notification from Twilio. We didn't get anything. We just wasn't working. So now Kashif is working on putting together a system to check on the systems. That way something like that does not happen. But a system for checking systems is something you should have.
Thanks for listening to the Maximum Lawyer Podcast. To stay in contact with your host and to access more content, go to MaximumLawyer.com. Have a great week and catch you next time.